Season's best batting performances from Ben Cox and Shaikh Chowdhury saw Worcestershire draw their LV County Championship match with Hampshire at New Road. The visitors still had dreams of a win when Worcestershire began the last day on 189 for 5, needing a further 90 runs to avoid the follow-on. Some early boundaries from Cox reduced that target to 79 as he got going in an encouraging fashion. Ross Whiteley wasn't able to do the same, however. He'd added only 3 runs to his overnight 35 when he was bowled by James Tomlinson, who now had 4 of the 6 wickets to fall in the innings. Had Worcestershire not still been so far behind, perhaps there may have been thoughts of manufacturing a chase, but with more runs still required to avoid that follow-on, the home side still had some work to do, and Chowdhury kept up his end of the bargain with some neat shots as he started to build an important partnership with Cox. The keeper recorded his first 50 of the season and just the 4th of his first-class career with a single off James Vince. He'd used up 80 balls in getting there, from which he'd struck 7 fours, on a pitch on which a number of the batsmen enjoyed themselves. Cox now had a career high in his sights. That was a 61 made on debut against Somerset 4 years ago, and he passed that with a 6 off Tomlinson, which also soon saw his side avoid the follow-on, consigning this contest to a draw. Cox was out after lunch for 65 when he edged Matt Coles to Adam Wheater in the slips, but the youngster had done his job well enough. Chowdhury also played really well as he closed in on his first half-century of the championship summer. He got to it with his 7th 4, which took him to his mark off his 128th delivery. Like Cox, it was only the 4th time he got that far in a career which has seen him in and out of the Worcestershire first team. It was an innings which showed that the Yorkshire-born 27-year-old still has something to offer the county game with both bat and ball. There was by now nothing more than pride riding on this match, and Chowdhury and Jack Shantry were still looking for batting bonus points to ensure that their side finished as high up the second division table as possible. They put on 58 runs together to take the total to 346, before Shantry fell for 27 as he lost his middle stump to Chris Wood. The same man also bowled Chowdhury, but off a no ball. Chowdhury then made it to 61, and with the 350 reached, Darryl Mitchell declared. That at least gave Jimmy Adams a chance to get his first runs of the match to avoid his 8th duck of the season, while Michael Roberts was able to pull Shantry for a 6 in a manner that Michael Carberry often scores his runs for Hampshire when he's not involved with England. Roberts will have been disappointed not to see the game out. On 22 he inside edged the ball from Moeen Ali back onto his stumps, before Liam Dawson pulled Graham Cessford to Whiteley after making 8. Adams and Vince then saw out the remaining 4.5 overs before the captains shook hands on the draw, one which earned both sides 10 points. With 1 game to go, Worcestershire are 5th in the second division, while Hampshire are a place beneath them with 2 more games remaining for them.